Alright kids, I know today's trip to historical Fredricsberg has been a blast, and I'm sure you're thinking, how can Mr. Tom top this? Well, we're going to travel back in time to the olden days with the help of Mr. and Mrs. Smitherson, a pilgrim couple living in the year 1632.
Yes, the wrench is correct. I am Mr. Smitherson. I sow the barley. It is such an important crop to Fredricsberg that surely without it, our people would die.
'Tis my job to take care of the village children. You see, the bitter cold of the savage New World has taken all the ones of my own. So God rest them.
Aye, it is most saddening. But you see, the ferocities of the New World were the only hope and escape for religious persecution that we could afford. You see, the English...
Wait a minute. Is that the Quaker oatmeal guy?
I'm
I'm like 75% sure that that's the guy on the Quaker oatmeal box.
I think you're right.
No, boy, you see, you must be mistaken. We are just Puritan farmers. We have no idea of this Quaker...
Sorry to interrupt. I just, why are you dressed like him, then? That's what I'm just curious.
No, I...
Harry, stop interrupting the Quaker oatmeal guy, okay? Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Our family has traveled across the Atlantic. The conditions on the ship were very harsh. The food was sparse. Disease was plenty.
Wait a minute. You seriously expect me to believe that the Quaker oatmeal guy almost starved to death? He has like an endless supply of oats, not to mention the oatmeal squares, the granola bars.
The grits?
The grits?
Yeah.
All right, listen here, little jerk. I'm not the Quaker oatmeal guy, all right? I'm a pilgrim. You would have known that if you'd been paying attention or if you passed 5th grade.
Kind of being a tool right now, dude. No wonder he was persecuted.
You two know nothing of religious freedom, the struggles, the challenges those pilgrims have endured.
Oh yeah, I bet it was really hard. The variety packs had apple cinnamon!
You kids disgust me. You have no respect for history. This stuff is important. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the pilgrims.
Actually, I wouldn't be here if my mom hadn't found the permission slip in my backpack.
You're a brat. You don't deserve the education you're getting. We have public schools come through here every day with 30 kids, all fighting to be front row. You don't even care.
Yeah. Wait a second. Where are their classmates?
This is the emotionally disturbed class.
I have to be here because I set my mom's house on fire.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty sad, actually. We're pretty underfunded.
Yeah, this is the first time we've left campus since like the 5th grade.
That's terrible.
Now Cyril's dressing like the Quaker oatmeal
What'd you
man.
say, little
You look like my
I
grandma.
will put you in an ambulance. I don't...
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Up Late App State. I'm Joe Basie.
And I'm Sam Spear, and we are happy to be here on the week before spring break. Joe, do you have any big spring break plans?
Not yet, Sam, not yet. What about you, man?
We'll actually have a couple of options. One of them is swimming with manatees, and the other one is actually hiking the Himalayan mountains to pray with Buddhist monks.
Oh my God, those both sound awesome.
Yeah, pretty proud.
What are you doing?
Court-ordered community service.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the only week that would fit into my schedule.
Well, I left you a Cheez-It wrapper in Jimmy Smith Park to get you started.
Appreciate it.
Sure thing. Let's jump straight into the headlines.
Actually, before that, I think that you did a field piece, Joe. Is that true?
What?
Yeah, it was about your spring break plans.
No,
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and roll the tape.
They kept that?
Hi, Joe Basie, future famous graduate, and I am going to pester people about their spring break plans. Coincidentally, I have nothing going on, but I'm trying to get something. So, could you tell me about what you're doing over spring break? And please don't say you're working.
No, I'm not.
Actually fun.
Thanks. I'm actually going to a winery on Sunday. Yes, to celebrate my mom's birthday.
I got the grapes and stuff.
I would assume so. I've never been, so I'm pretty excited about it.
You know, I RSVP'd for that party, and I mean, if that's cool.
I don't know. I'll have to check the party.
Oh, I mean, she's nice, whatever her name is. Wondering what your spring break plans are?
Absolutely nothing. I'm dog sitting.
Absolutely nothing. All right, boring. What are you doing?
I'm going to Charleston with my mom.
Oh, that's awesome. What, like for the beach or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. My family had a beach trip too, but then like one sibling dies and the whole thing gets canceled, and so. What about you?
I'm going to New York.
New York, like New York City?
Yeah.
Or somewhere boring like Buffalo?
No, the city.
Oh, the city. Oh, the Big Apple. They actually hate it when you call it that. And finally, what about you?
I'm going to the Bahamas.
Bahamas. Oh my goodness. Wow. What's in the Bahamas? I have no idea.
Atlantis.
Atlantis. Okay, like the place in Georgia. Oh, okay, cool. Well, you mind if I ask you a few questions about your spring break?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh boy. What you got going on?
Well, I'll be in New York for a couple of days.
Oh, just like that one girl.
Yeah, just like that one girl who lives in New York. Yeah, Kimmy Schmidt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
What's up? I'm Joe. What's your spring break plans?
We're canoeing the Okefenokee.
You're working at Okefenokee?
Okefenokee.
Canoeing to Okefenokee?
Sure.
That sounds awful. I'm so sorry. Are you being punished?
Yes.
That actually sounds very lovely. I mean, if y'all got room for another person, I could just like hold on to the back of the boat.
Rob's leading the trip. Talk to him.
Oh, Rob. Hey, Rob. It's me, Joe. You probably don't know me, but this canoe trip sounds pretty dope, am I right? Oh my god. Oh, I thought they deleted that.
Why? Why? I thought it was good.
Man on the street stuff is not my thing. I thought I was making friends. I was just making enemies.
Oh, well, you know you'll always have one here at the station.
Friends?
Let's get into the headlines. Okay, let's.
All right. App State was one of 5 colleges selected by AT&T to conduct research about climate change resiliency. Although, if you want the best results, I wouldn't pick a college where people often wish that it wasn't so cold.
The new Watauga County Community Recreation Center is expected to be open by mid to late May. The facility will include 4 full-size gymnasiums, exercise and weight rooms, a 6-lane competition pool, as well as a leisure pool. The competition pool is for more serious swimmers, whereas the leisure pool is for people who just want to lie face down and motionless.
Over the past week, Steyer, Buttigieg, Klobuchar, and most recently Bloomberg have all ended their presidential campaigns, leaving Biden, Warren, Sanders, and Tulsi Gabbard, who prides herself on being the only remaining candidate able to stay awake past 10:30.
Joe Biden managed to win North Carolina in Tuesday's presidential primaries. To celebrate, Biden's campaign went out and got him a fresh baby to sniff.
Biden finished first overall on Super Tuesday, and during his victory speech, the stage was stormed by anti-dairy protesters, who really milked the attention for all it was worth. Luckily, no one was hurt, and the protesters were quickly removed from the stage, but Biden was left utterly speechless.
The first presumptive positive case of coronavirus in North Carolina was confirmed by Governor Roy Cooper in a press conference held yesterday. We're not sure about who it is or where they are, but excuse me. We can only hope that they've been effectively quarantined.
A 7-foot-tall robot has become the new hall monitor at a middle school in Orange County, Florida. The robot, named Bob, patrols the hallways on campus and keeps kids in class. I have a feeling that, like most other teachers' pets, Bob will eventually get shoved into a locker.
An 8-year-old in Canada won $200 worth of edibles in a raffle at a local hockey tournament. If you thought he liked SpongeBob before, all I can say is that it's going to get so much better. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Thank you for watching after my pet tarantula. Wow. Comic-Con 2020 VIP tickets. However did you manage?
Lucky, I guess.
That is a wonderful graphic t-shirt. Let me guess, Rooster Teeth store?
Uh-huh.
Looks so soft.
Your compliment was sufficient, Garth.
Hello, Gorbson. Nice shirt. How the heck are you?
Alan has mistaken me for this imbecile Marcus Gorbson. It seems logical, because Marcus also works in Linux systems, and in fact does the same exact thing I do. And he also has a penchant for Funhouse t-shirts and Avengers action figures. Marcus and I are even in the same D&D campaign, although my character has slightly more hit points.
How's the Steam sale going?
It's going okay.
Really? Interesting. Not great?
Oh, well, you know.
Well, how's Cecilia? She's a great girl.
Oh, yes, I'm planning on speaking to her at some point.
Nice.
Hey. Alan, congrats on that Tetris 99 win.
Thank you, Baxter.
Yeah. So, Super Smash Bros?
Call me.
Friday night?
No can do. I got an 8:30 reservation at Comic-Con. One-on-one meet and greet with Lucy Lawless.
Jesus. Lawless? On a Friday night? How'd he swing that?
I think he's lying.
What's that, an amiibo?
New pop. What do you think?
That is very nice. Take a look.
Picked him up at Dragon's Den yesterday.
Good coloring?
That's bone. And the red is something called Chimichanga Rogue.
It's very cool, Bateman, but that's nothing.
It's really nice.
C-137 with the blaster. Do you like it?
Nice.
Jeez, this is really super. Seriously, how did nitwit like you get so tasteful?
I can't believe that Price prefers Van Patten's Funko to mine.
But wait, y'all haven't seen anything yet. Articulating head, vinyl, first press.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's pop.
Look at that subtle eyelash. The tasteful pose. Oh my god, it even has the shoulder tattoo.
Patrick, is something wrong? You're sweating.
Hey, Dr. Williams, you wanted to see me?
Hey, Josh, come in and have a seat. So, how have you been, Josh?
I'm alright. The argument essay kind of rocked me, but other than that, I'm doing good.
Awesome, that's good to hear. Speaking of the essay, that's actually why I asked you to stop by office hours today.
Is it my citations? Because I looked up Chicago style, but it kind of like was wild.
No, it's not that. I actually think your citations were done quite well. I actually just concerned about your proofreading.
What do you mean?
Well, Josh, do you ever use text-to-speech to write your papers?
Yeah, sometimes, but I always go back and correct the grammar and stuff. Was there something off?
Well, I was reading your paper, and I actually really liked the argument that you were making on the communication of climate change. But halfway through the paragraph, I think you got a little off task. It reads, and when you show images such as this, it is easier for someone to understand. God, I hate this paper. I mean, what kind of professor assigns an open-ended argument essay? I mean, I guess it doesn't surprise me that he'd assign a stupid paper like this because half of his assignments are just pointless.
Listen,
I'm not done. Then goes on to say, yeah, I know, I just always forget to check rate my professor until after I register. This site is crazy accurate, though. Some kid on there even talked about that ugly blue sweater he always wears.
Listen,
my wife got me this sweater for Christmas. Okay, this is my lucky sweater, Josh.
And it's a really nice sweater.
Well, actually, You said, and I gotta say, I think it's a nice sweater, but his face is just so weird looking, it like conflicts with it and ruins the sweater.
Mr. Williams.
Josh, please let me finish. And then that haircut. It looks like he wants us to notice how much his hairline recedes, and I wish that's what he wanted because it's almost impossible to pay attention to anything else when you're looking at it.
Mr. Williams, I just turned it into the wrong draft.
Oh, trust me. I realize that, and I understand. You know, I know you have a lot on your plate, Josh, okay?
What do you...
Quote, anyways, I gotta take a break from this. I'm not even really worried about the paper because I'm like 1,000% sure I'm smarter than this dude. He's like the stereotypical boomer. He barely knows how to work the online paper turn-in site, and then he gives us the worst deadlines. I mean, who makes a paper deadline at 10:59 on a Friday night? I mean, does he have just nothing better than to make sure I know about climate change? Josh, my stepdaughter's band was playing on a show that night. I'm sorry that doesn't work with your schedule, Josh.
I'm really sorry.
Listen, don't apologize, Josh. It's a learning opportunity, okay? I'm going to use this as an opportunity to teach the whole class about proofreading. Actually, okay, go ahead and copy all COM 2200 and send. I'm actually going to use your paper as an example for the whole class, Josh.
I'm really, really sorry.
Don't apologize, Josh. I'm not bad. I actually think that I have a copy right here. Oh, here we go. Okay, and if you'll go ahead and check out the paragraph that I'm referring to.
Okay.
Okay, and go down to the third to last sentence of that paragraph.
Just found it.
Okay, go ahead and read that out loud for me, Josh.
Okay. It reads, yeah, but I think I'm going to take a break from this paper and hit the gym real quick because I think I'm going to go after this chick in this class and I want to get everything all cleared up. I sit next to her and her boyfriend sits on the other side of us, but I can tell she's not really into him because he's always either at football practice or lifting. He plays defensive end, like 6'6", 260. Dude's a total meathead.
It's a big guy, Josh. Have a good day.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Williams, you didn't give me a grade.
You got a 0, Josh.
Okay. So is this going to be a big...
Drop the class, Josh.
Yes, sir.
And that's our show.
Thanks so much for watching.
Be sure to tune in next week.
Well, not next week, but like next week, because next week there will be nothing.
It might be like a moth or something.
Speaking of next week, Joe, big spring break plans now?
Apparently so. I got tons of offers. You know, Bermuda, Atlanta, New York City. I don't know where to go.
Oh, that's really exciting.
It is.
I mean, I'm gonna have some time after I finish my community service.
Yep.
I mean, if you have room for like one more.
Nope.
But they made an exception for you, so
Well,
like
yeah,
maybe.
because I'm Joe Basie.
And I'm Sam Spear. Make sure you follow us on TikTok
and Instagram.
And thanks for staying up late, App State.